Hi Spruha, hi Shriya. All right, so we'll start a new story for today. Okay, so the story what we are looking is the good person or a nice person is always kind. Okay, he is always kind, speaks truth, right? And he controls his anger and he shares happily, right? Sharing is also two things, right? You are sharing something to your friend because your mom is forcing you, your dad is forcing you, or willingly or happily you are sharing. There are two different things, right? If your mom is forcing you to share, then you are not that happy because it should be your habit of sharing. Okay, then lives peacefully, right? Avoid gossip, it's a waste of time, right? Is gentle, and then compassionate, not greedy, and modest, and stays calm, right? So these are all the the person who's very kind and who's good, right? If you want to be a good person, then all of these qualities you should imbibe, right? Then real strength is staying in calm, not just shouting and fighting, right? Kindness, truth, and calmness make you the leader. Correct? If you want to be a leader, then you should be a truth speaking guy, you should be a calmness person ever always, and you should be a kindful person, right? Being peaceful helps everyone to grow together, and avoiding gossips will actually help you save your time, and controlling anger builds your trust. Correct? Now let's look at few of the life situations and what is a right and what is a wrong approach. If it is a sports team, right, then a wrong approach, push others to win, or play fair, include everyone, right? You just cannot just bump it up to others and then keep running and make sure others just fall off. No, that's not a right way. So you have to make your own way without disturbing others and then keep running fast to run in your sports team, right? Then sharing your food, okay? Sharing your tiffin boxes with your friends when they need it, or when if they are hungry, if they forget to carry you their lunch, then sharing is always good. Not, it's not a good practice to eating alone, right? Share a little bit. Then phone usage, right? Keep on sending messages or gossiping, waste of time, right? Rather, you send some kind messages. If you know the situation, just help them out, then send a message. Just for time pass, doing waste of time is not good, right? Cleanup time, if it is a cleanup time, then help quietly and fully, just for the namesake. Touching something, cleaning part of it, and then moving out of the game is not the point, right? So you have to help and finish the work. Then test the scores. If there is a test, stay humble, be genuine to yourself, and help others if they need some help. If it is a real test, you don't need to, but for test preparation you can help, right? Then teachers feedback, if teachers give some feedback, listen, reflect, and improve, because teacher is saying something, giving some feedback because you deserve it, you need it, you need some inputs, right? But don't get angry because she is giving you some negative feedback. You have to understand and improve upon, right? If teachers gives you some feedback, if it is an argument, then stay calm. This is what our story is. If there is some strong argument going on, just talk it out, explain, give that, but don't keep in a get into a shouting and insulting or argument mode. It's not good. You are not going to get anything out of it, right? Art context, if there is any competition of art, then do originally and enjoy it, right? Don't just cheat or copy from internet and all, because artwork is a creativity, right? As we discussed in many other stories. If you lost an item, then help find it together, take your friend's help or find it together. But don't just blame someone saying that, hey, you did this, that's why I lost an item. No, you both of you meet and go and search and find that item together, right? Younger kids, if you see the younger and weaker kids, don't just tease them or just ignore them. Help them, guide them to grow, right? If you come across a couple of kids who are very weak, right, physically weak, if they cannot do it, try to help them. Try to explain them the idea how to get the work done. If you are going for a market, thank you for what you are getting, whether you are with your friends or your uncle, aunt, parents, right? Just don't always demand for the new one. Just don't cry in the store, right? Assembly line, if it is a prayer time in your school, wait calmly and patiently, but don't just push everyone and fight to get into the assembly lines, right? If it is a group project, acknowledge everyone's role. People would have done few people there for to their capacity. Maybe someone has done 5-10%, someone would have done 90%, right? People can do depending on the type of work they got it, their role, they would have to contribute it to some extent. Just acknowledge it, right? Then if it is a hearing rumors, if you heard something, then just don't keep on posting it, right? So if you got some news which is a panic, which is a some bad news in some WhatsApp or somewhere, don't just post it blindly. Check whether it is genuine, see whether it is a real situation, then post it. If not, knowingly or unknowingly, you are also putting others in panic situation, right? So you should be very mindful, right? If it is a rumor, you have to avoid it. Just check the genuinity, right? Either just read the right source of information. Don't just Google around. Just don't trust anything what you are seeing. Don't trust the rumors, right? If you are at home, ask respectfully. Don't just demand and shout at your parents. So all of these are boiling down to the person's a good person behavior, where he or she has to be kind, speaking truth, controlling your anger, then sharing happily with others, then lives peacefully and avoiding gossips, and gentle, compassionate, and not too greedy, right? Be modest and staying calm. These are all the qualities of a good human being, correct? Now, let's look at the story, okay? So this story is in one of the Shishu Mandir. Okay, Shishu Mandir is a good school in back in India, right? So in the Shishu Mandir, there was a student by name Rahul. Okay, now he was, he has been, he is a very cool, calm going, right? But something happened in the cricket or in a classroom. They fell into a shouting mode, and couple of other students pushed them, right? And they took each other's names and they start shouting, okay? But the Rohan said, I'm not gonna shout a lot. There was one other guy, but he kept quiet and he just listened whatever is going on. But he said, let's go to the principal room and then check with the Renu ma'am. Okay, because their class teacher was Renu ma'am, right? So they finally went into the Renu ma'am's room, and they were asking what happened, and principal also asked the overall situation, what happened, all of that. Then teacher said these two students were fighting and he was just standing aside, right? Then teacher asked him, why were you so calm when everyone else was shouting in the class? They were fighting, right? There were 3-4 students were shouting, and this guy was very calm and standing just observing and then trying to calm down the situation. Then teacher asked, Renu ma'am asked, what happened? Softly, why were you just standing so quietly? Then Rohan explained, my grandma once read a shloka from Bhagavad Gita, and she explained how one should behave in different situations. Then I thought, there is nothing what I can help by shouting and fighting with others. Rather, I kept quiet and I tried to explain them to be quiet and peaceful, right? Now, she was very curious what happened, what was that shloka, can you explain it, right? And now that's what the shloka we are going to listen to, all right? I'll read it, and if you want to, you can also say right after me, you can follow me, okay? Right.
Yes, I will follow.
Very good. Huh. Give me 1 second. I will also switch to that shloka. All right. Ahimsa satyamakrodha.
अहिंसा सत्यमक्रोध
Ahimsa satyamakrodha.
अहिंसा सत्यमक्रोधः
त्यागः शान्तिरपैशुनम्.
त्यागशान्तिनपैशुनम्
दया भूतेष्वलोलुप्त्वम्.
दया भूतेषु लोलुप्तम्
मार्दवम् ह्रीरचापलम्.
मार्दवम् हीरचापलम्.
Very good. I will say one more time. Okay. Ahimsa satyamakrодhaः त्यागः शान्तिरपैशुनम् दया भूतेष्वलोलुप्त्वम् मार्दवम् ह्रीरचापलम्. Ahimsa, non-violence or being kindness. Satyam, truthfulness. Akrodhaḥ, absence of anger, right? Don't be anger here. Tyāgaḥ, then letting go, right? Generosity. Śāntiḥ, peacefulness. Apaiśunam, not gossiping or spreading rumors. This is very important in our world of lot of digital stuff, right? WhatsApp, for Facebook, you will just come across which is just a gossip. It's a waste of time. It's a lot of times it is a rumor. Nothing is truth there, right? Because you are not reading from the real source of truth. Dayā, compassion. Bhūteṣu, toward all living beings. Um, aloluptvaṁ, not greedy, right? Mārdavam, gentleness. Hrīḥ, modesty, right? Acāpalam, right? Calm behavior, right? Not being restless, right? So all of these are properties or behavior of a good human being. Does it make sense? Okay.
Yes,
So if you want to be good person, then you should have all of these, you know, the behavior. You should practice doing like this and be like a good human being. Make sense?
yes.
All right. Good night. We'll connect next Saturday. No, next Saturday or Sunday. Okay. We'll see when how it goes. Okay. Bye bye. Good night, Vina.